Hey guys, Helen Hartsmith here again from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video in my Master Spell series. This video is going to be for the Libra lesson of this year of well, it's more than a year. It's going to end up being like 14 months. And I've talked about that, so I won't get into it again. But Libra lesson, I just looked it up and there's only 4 lessons after this one. So, we're pushing through. So, again, let's start off by talking about what some of the correspondences are for Libra. So, Libra is from September 23rd to October 22nd. That's the time frame. It is associated with the planet Venus, and the plant properties or things that you can work on with Venus would be partnerships, beauty, and sex. And it is an air element, Libra is, so it's all about, the workings of the mind and things like that. And it's also a cardinal quality. Now, let's talk about stones. So stones that are associated with Libra are peridot and jade. Jade comes in a lot of different colors, but peridot is actually a really light yellowish green color. Peridot is actually a traditional birthstone for the month of August. So, and both my grandmothers and my father are born in August, so I know that, it goes with that month. So anyhow, as far as flowers and herbs, we're looking at violet, white rose, love in the mist, mint, and actually I found a source that said rose in general was good to use with Venus, which makes sense because Venus is, the traditionally associated with love in general. So roses, love, that all kind of makes sense. And then finally for colors, we have blue, royal blue, and amethyst. So there's some correspondences if you're looking to work any kind of magic in this month. There's some fun things for you to look at. So as far as what I'm doing with my spell for this month, because it's an air sign, I wanted to work some air magic. And so for me, air magic tends to be incense burning. Incense burning is like the big one. Offering things to the wind, things like that. Those are what I tend to gravitate towards as far as like magical styles. Now, I actually did some meditation work prepping for what to do for this particular month of spell work. And I'm really focusing on the partnerships because I'm working on personal healing for this year. There's a partnership with my body that needs to be established. Now, we did work with Venus back in Taurus as well. So I'm going to be building on that partnership some more of my body and how we can work together and, best serve everybody kind of a thing. So, like I said, I got the idea for the spell work I'm going to be working this month from a meditation. I met with my master teacher, and I'm going to be making a planetary tincture. And I'm also going to create, I forget what this is actually called. I think I'm calcinating the leftover plant matter. So I'm going to be working with peppermint this month from the mint family, and I actually have the tincture put together already, but I used peppermint that I actually grew, so I figured that it would help with the connection because I actually grew and harvested and prepared this particular mint myself. And it smells so good, guys. As a matter of fact, I just have to have a sniff. Peppermint, it's so good. So anyhow, so that is the plant matter that I'm going to be using. And like I said, I already put together the tincture. So what we have here is I have a 4-ounce jar. This is a brand new jar. And so I packed it with peppermint, and then I covered the peppermint with a vodka, and that's what I'm going to be using for my tincture. And I'm going to need to shake this every day. Now, normally a tincture, you want to let it go for 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, something along those lines. But my master teacher, because I'm looking at a month, my master teacher said to let this steep or sit for 1 week. So I will be, in a week, I will be straining this out, and I will be left with 2 separate things. The tincture, which is the infused vodka that, since this is something that I harvested, I know it's food grade. I know that I can actually take this tincture, so that's something that I'm going to be working with. I might add it as a flavoring to coffee or water, and that's going to help build my relationship with my body like I want to. And I actually held that intention as I was putting this together. So as I pulled the plant matter from my storage container and put it in here, I thought about building the relationship with myself to make myself healthier, to, you know, bring about those qualities. So I actually thought about that once it was all together. I shook it, did some more thinking, so that every time I shake this, I'm going to be thinking about, you know, building that relationship with my body, make myself healthier, that kind of a thing. So the tincture is the first thing that I'm going to be left with, and that is, of course, the primary reason for making a tincture is to have that tincture at the end. But I also am going to have the leftover plant matter. And last year, during my year 4 with the Temple of Witchcraft, we learned about making planetary ashes. And what we do is, it's a calcination, I think is the right word. I don't remember exactly. I thought I remembered before I started recording. But anyhow, what you do is you take that plant matter and you're going to put it in a heat-safe container, and you're going to burn it. You're going to use some matches or a lighter. I tend to use matches because it's a more natural substance than a lighter. But you're going to start burning that and burn off all the alcohol that way, and start the charring, burning process of that leftover plant matter. And then you take those ashes and you put them into a 400-degree oven and let that burn for a couple of hours. And what happens is that plant matter turns like a white to a gray color. And so you're left with these ashes that are from this planetary tincture. And what the message was that I received in meditation, was that I was going to offer up those ashes as a way of cementing this spell work that I'm doing for this month. So it's kind of a 2-parter. Well, it's actually kind of a 3-parter, because I'm making the tincture, then I'm making the ashes, and I'm going to be taking this tincture in. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month. So if you want to work it with me, go ahead. If you're doing something like this, let me know. Comment. As far as like how I'm doing so far, I'm feeling pretty good. I had to reschedule my doctor's appointment, unfortunately, just some scheduling conflicts. So the elbow is still kind of bothering me, but it's got some good days and some bad days. So that is what it is. I'm trying to be careful of it. Right now, it feels pretty good. There's a bit of stiffness in it, so we'll see what that is. I'm still going to the gym. Last week was kind of a bust just because we left on Thursday to go on Reallured Away. And so, of course, part of that was like prepping and packing and stuff like that. So getting to the gym last week did not happen, and I'm hoping to get back to the gym this week and kind of make things happen and stuff like that. It's been pretty hot in Michigan, so like, a heat wave in late September. It's been it's been wickedly hot, like 90 degrees for late September. That's kind of crazy. But, you know, trying to get movement, which is, you know, such a huge thing. And, you know, trying to just work it and listen to my body and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm doing okay there. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about myself and things and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good month so far. So we'll see how that progresses. So I guess if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. I love to hear a comment. If you're working any of this with me or want to work something like that, let me know either in the comment section below, or you can email me at heartofthewitchespath@yahoo.com. There's an Instagram account, so check us out there if you want. I was actually posting quite a bit over the weekend when I was hanging out with my coven sisters, so look for that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's it. That's going to be it for this video. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for walking the path for a little while with me. And until next time, blessed be.